Okay, so I'm going to be doing a tutorial on a fast and easy dragon on myself. This is going to be a girly dragon. What you need to start off with is a sponge. This one is stained because I've used it for other things. I have a metallic pink and purple. It doesn't have to be metallic. I just wanted to. Obviously you can do, I'm taking the sponge, rubbing it back and forth. I've wet it and squeezed out the majority of the water. You can do any kind of color. What I recommend is choose a lighter color for around the eyes. Use a two-tone or three-tone, but whatever it is, put the lightest color around the eyes. If it's a three-tone, yeah, I guess either way, use the lightest color around the eyes. So my sponge looks like this. I've gotten it pretty thoroughly inked or whatever, face painted, and start right on the eyelid. Have the person close their eyes and tap. Do tapping all the way. Don't smear. None of that, because it'll end up being uneven and messy. If you do smear, you can just tap over. It doesn't need to be really wet. Do all the way around. Try to think of someone who is, you know, just wore sunglasses, and you have that sunglasses tan. That's sort of what you're doing, except in a larger variety. So continue all the way around. I had to re-wet my sponge and put more whatever face paint on it. Get in the corner. The face paint is fine around the eyes, so don't worry too much. Do the underside of the nose, all across the top lip. Bring down that color there. It doesn't matter if the edges are even, but make sure that you've done lots of tapping, that the line between the two colors, the pink and the purple, is gradual and not a distinct line. If you just go tap, 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 you'll end up with a really distinct line. So do a repeated sort of thing. Next, take your brush, wet it, take your white face paint, here we go, and we have the angled brush. The reason being is it makes wide lines and thin lines easy to do with the same brush. Right now we're going to take advantage of the fact that it's wide, and right now it's substantially harder to do. Mirror image on yourself. I'm giving myself two teeth on either side. When it comes to colors for dragons, try to stay away from red and orange, as well as like red and yellow. Looks an awful lot like a demon, and that's not really what we're going for. So there's my teeth. Might not look like much yet, but give it a minute. Now we take the black. We have the black, and this is going to do all the lines all the way around. Make sure it's not too wet. You don't want this to drip. It will be a disaster if you drip. It'll take the time, with the cleanup time, it'll double the amount of time you have to do this face paint. So now, starting from the forehead at an angle, don't do this way and down. Hold your brush so it's horizontal to the ground and go across and down. Ooh, much harder backwards. Okay, so you're going across and down, across and down, and make sure the little line on the 7 is a bit of a check mark, and make sure it's angled. Okay, so just kind of follow the perimeter that you've already made with your color. Once again, here I'm going to, this gives it sort of a reptilian look. I'm going to cross and down, cross and down. Also, with colors, do not use like black and white, or say black and dark blue. You could do or white and dark blue. It looks very ghostly and zombie-ish, which is also not something we're going for. Technically, this could be done a lot faster if it wasn't for the fact that I'm doing it mirror image. So you should be doing all the way across. Now, to give the reptilian look that a dragon might have, we do sort of an apostrophe, I guess, coming up from the nostril. Giving myself reptilian nostril, bring it to a point. Do not curve it this way. It does not follow the line of the nostril. We're making this a non-human nostril. We're making it reptilian. So you're not following the lines of the face. You're going opposite. Curving sort of around the nape of the nose. Okay, now we're going to just outline the teeth. I apologize if this is not perfect. Doing it on oneself is more difficult. And the last thing, I'm giving myself some very tired eyes. They already look somewhat tired, but follow the line. Start narrowing the corner and follow the line. You can let the brush widen here and just gradually pull out. So here we have a dragon. Done. Right there, you might want to touch up a little with a Q-tip or a baby wipe, and that's a quick dragon.